I've tried to learn many programming languages, and I can get pretty far in a lot of them. I've experimented with C and C++, even back in my Windows day with Visual Basic, and uh, and Python. I've gotten pretty thorough with Python, but I still cheat sometimes, even with my PHP code when I'm doing server-side scripts for websites. I cheat once I learn how to use the call system command option in that language, and pretty much every language has it. And basically, what it does is it allows you just to call a command from the system that the system already has, which in Linux and Unix is going to be your shell, which in many cases, and many of my viewers know, Bash. So this is kind of a cheat, and if you like me, once you learn it, you're going to start slacking on learning Python and just call commands a lot. But I'm going to teach it to you anyway. Hopefully, it doesn't send you down the wrong path of doing things, getting things to work fast, but not necessarily the best and proper way. So let's start. I'm going to create a script, and I'll call it my command.py. Now, in the previous tutorial, I showed you how to import modules. Don't forget to set your environment up here at the top. And in this case, we're going to import OS. So this is allowing us to import the system, basically system commands. It also allows you to do other things with paths and stuff, but that's another tutorial. And as you know, we can do things like in Bash, we can do print hello world from Python. If we save and quit out of that, make this script executable, and run it, it prints out hello world from Python. Go back in here now, since we imported the OS, a module, we can also do this. We do os.system, whoops, and then in parentheses and quotation marks, we can say echo hello world from Bash, if that's your default environment. End your quotations, end your parentheses, run your command again, and you can see it used the echo command from Bash to print out that. And you can put anything in there. We can come in here, any system command that you can type from the command line, like list. Whoops. Like so. We do that, run it again, and it lists the files in the current folder. We can cat out this file probably. Let's see how that works. We'll say cat my, I already forgot the name of this script, my command.py. So just as if I was from the command line, to cat out my command like so, if I run my Python script now, and if I had typed it right, someone should have said something while I was typing it. Aren't you guys paying attention? Anyway, I typed it way wrong. There we go. We got hello world from Python, and then it ran the cat command and catted it out. So if you wanted to cheat, if you're a Bash user, you're just a shell user like many of my viewers are, you can cheat, and in your Python script anytime, as long as you import OS, you can run the system command, OS system, and then the command like that, and run it, and you can put multiple of these inside your Python script. And in Windows, I'm sure you can call stuff from your DOS-like environment this way. Problems, reasons you really shouldn't do this. One is every time you do that, it's got to, like in this case, it's loading the cat command. Technically it's slower. It's we're talking milliseconds, but in a large script, it could make a difference. And also, you're losing the compatibility that you have with Python. One of the great things about Python is it can go from Linux to Apple to Windows, and as long as you're using Python script, and as long as, I mean, there are some cases where it doesn't, but Python should work the same on all those machines. Once you start calling system commands like this, well, cat might work in Linux and in Apple, but you go into the Windows world, your Python script now no longer works because you're calling a system command that doesn't exist in the Microsoft world. So if you're writing a script that is just for yourself, or you know what machines it's going to be used on, that's great. But if you're writing a script you want to be compatible with everybody, probably shouldn't go this route. It just all depends on what you're doing. Really, if you're writing a good program, one of the top 5 things in the top 5 lists that I have of what makes a good program, one of them is compatibility, that you should be able to go from one operating system to another. This hinders that. But if you don't care and you're just writing it for yourself or for Linux users or Unix-like users, go ahead and use it. I mean, it will slow down your script a little bit, but we're talking milliseconds. Isn't that big of a deal? But I thought I'd show you that little cheat to help some of you get to your goals a little bit faster. But I suggest learning how to cat out files or display files on the screen using Python, or any other command that you might be calling. But that's how you call system commands from the Python environment.